faces if you want to be covered. Hello, everybody. It's Aurora Labs team here. As always, on Fridays, we are sharing with you some exciting news from our from what was happening within the previous week. We are not going to focus today on anything connected with the Luna ecosystem. So I hope that everybody is okay and you're in a good, or like in at least an ordinary mood right now. We are sending our support to everyone who has suffered from that kind of attack. And in case you're looking for a new ecosystem where to build or where to work, we're inviting you to Aurora ecosystem, so you would be able to continue your work. I know that in the Luna ecosystem there are quite a lot of developers and prominent projects there. So our praise are with you, and independently of what is happening, it is not the end of it's not the end of everything. You just need to take a little bit of rest and continue your movement ahead. As always, we're going to start with the Aurora Labs news. So this week was happening. The thing that was happening this week was a very important thing, and Aurora smart contract marked 1 year being in production. So today is actually 1 year and 1 day since Aurora is in production. Last year we launched it, and this year felt actually as actually several years for our team. And we're extremely happy that the ecosystem by now is developed. There are many projects that are launching, that are already launched there. There are many more partnerships coming in place. I congratulate the whole Aurora community with this date. And the only thing that I can say to you is that that's only the beginning. We are not stopping our efforts building better things. And we are super glad that you are with us within this journey. If you would like to check out the achievements of the Aurora community, you can go to this Twitter thread, and you will be able to find many interesting pieces there. An interesting thing is also the indication of the growth of the Aurora accounts. This is a chart that Ilya was posting in Twitter, but you are also able to find this chart in aurorascan.dev in the subsection of the charts, and you are able to see that the amount of accounts, the speed of creating of new accounts on Aurora is actually increasing. And it now started to increase our ecosystem, yeah, hopefully you're pretty pleased with what you're seeing here. We wanted to update everyone on the important decision that the DAO made, and this is the update of the unlocking schedule for the private round investors. As probably many of you know, Aurora Labs was conducting a private round for funding the company, and this round was happening last autumn. And within this round, 90 million of Aurora tokens were sold. Actually, it was like a little bit more complicated round, but for the sake of simplicity, you can think of that it was 90 million of Aurora tokens that were sold. And the initial distribution schedule was planned to be 22.5 million on May 18th, and then 11.25 million every 3 months. The DAO was considering this allocation scheme, or this unlocking scheme to the private round investors, as risky, and that it is not going in line with the long-term kind of support that investors would like to give to the projects. And the DAO was updating the scheme, and it was delaying in the actual allocation of these tokens to the private round investors. Now this allocation scheme, this unlocking scheme, is quite extended by 1 year, and the amounts that are allocated to the investors are decreased on the early stages of the deployment of the tokens in the market. From the Aurora Labs side, we believe this is a proper proposition. We are supporting this, and we believe this is going to help Aurora ecosystem to bloom. And most importantly, Aurora token, the current Aurora token holders, to be able to have a strong say in the development of the Aurora ecosystem on the early stages. So in case you would like to know a little bit more about the token economy of Aurora token, you can go to aurora.dev/token, and you will be able to see more of that. If you would like to follow the updates, the governance updates that are happening in the Aurora ecosystem, please visit forum.aurora.dev. Everyone is able to create an account there, post any of the proposals for the discussions of the community. Moving on, pretty big news from the Aurora ecosystem again. Aurora DAO has launched a new token fund in partnerships with Proximity, which is focused on developers. The fund is the allocation to the Proximity within this fund is actually 25 million of Aurora tokens. And before the substantial drop in the market, this fund was planned to be a $300 million fund for the developers. Obviously, things have changed, and right now the price of the fund, or like the total size of the fund, is 90 mil as of yesterday. Today it was rehabilitated a little bit, but the thing stands true that Proximity Labs received 25 million Aurora tokens from the Aurora DAO for the development of the Aurora ecosystem. So congratulations, Proximity. And we know that Proximity Labs, for those of you who do not know, Proximity Labs is one of the active participants in the NEAR ecosystem. They were granted also, I believe, 350 mil from the NEAR Foundation for similar purposes, and we're glad to see that they are active. They're playing an active role in the development of the NEAR ecosystem, and now they have also capacity to extend to Aurora. So congratulations to Proximity Labs, and we are looking forward for fruitful cooperation. There are additional news about funding. New Tribe Capital was creating an interesting news also within NEAR and Aurora ecosystem. They committed to invest $5 million in the NEAR and Aurora projects. UAE-based VC is starting to pick up. This is not the first VC from UAE that is interested in the projects that are building on Aurora. So again, congratulations, New Tribe. Hope you are going to receive quite a lot of fun and profits of working with the Aurora ecosystem. Next section is the section of the news that are adjacent to Aurora from the NEAR ecosystem. And first of all, Burrow, the lending protocol on NEAR, officially launched Aurora, or officially listed Aurora token there on their platform. So now everybody are capable of depositing and borrowing Aurora tokens on this platform. Great to see this adoption of the Aurora token happen. And another thing is that Refinance, a NEAR native DEX, launched the feature that they call liquidity aggregation. I believe this is a very, very important thing to understand because this feature shows the capability of the NEAR and Aurora ecosystems combined, the capabilities that you will never ever see on any other solutions that are there in the market. And this is one of the one of the great examples of the things that are yet to follow in the Near and Aurora ecosystem. So the thing that Rev Finance launched is the following. When a user is trying to do the swap, he has an ability to actually perform the swap on the DEXs that are based on Aurora. So from the standpoint of what is happening, Rev Finance within a single Near transaction is bridging funds to Aurora, doing the swap on the Aurora DEXs, or maybe multiple swaps, and then bridging funds back from Aurora network to Near. And this is all happening as a single transaction. A cross-chain swap is happening as a single transaction. All of the cross-chain swap solutions, and yes, this is working only on the smart contracts without any trust to any centralized entity. These things are possible in Near and Aurora. So Rev Finance, congratulations for pioneering these use cases. I believe there is a great future for such use cases. And we will see more of similar things happening in Near. Switching back to the Aurora news, and I just remembered that I forgot to mention to everybody who are watching us that please ask your questions, so we would be able to answer these questions in the end of the stream. There is a delay, slight delay, so in case you would be asking these questions only in the end, there is a chance that we will not be able to see these questions. So switching on back to the Aurora ecosystems and Aurora projects that are there. Tree Solaris have posted the proposal to revamp tree token economy. If you would like to check it out, if you're an active user of Tree Solaris, please go to their forum and check out the proposal. An additional project that is focused on gaming, Atarios, has launched on Aurora. So welcome on board. We're super glad to see that Gamify projects are moving on and blooming on Aurora right now. Solus, for those of you who potentially did not encounter with this project yet, this is an insurance protocol launched on Aurora. So Solus shared with everyone their roadmap for 2022. There are lots of things mentioned here. I encourage everyone who is following Solus's development to check it out. SmartPad, the first of the launch pads that were launched in Aurora, and the first of the IDO platforms that was used for the Aurora token sale, is now revamping their UI. And as you can see, it looks pretty good. Encourage everyone to check it out, and in case you're the users of the SmartPad, congrats with the new UI. Mutant Punks NFTs team has launched a Mutant Swap. This is a DEX that is now launched on Aurora, and in case you are looking for an alternatives in the Aurora DEXs market, now there is one more. Congrats, Mutant Punks team. The thing that we wanted to again remind everyone, Permissionless conference is starting in 4 days from now. It is going to be happening in the Palm Beach in Florida. Aurora team is going, some people from Aurora team are going to be there. So in case you're looking forward to meeting us in person, you have this ability to do it pretty soon. And the last but not least, maybe it is a coincidence, maybe it is not, but also in 4 days, there is something happening in the Aurora ecosystem that is called Aurora.plus. We encourage you to follow the updates. Maybe there is something interesting for you within this particular project. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now, going to check what are the comments. Okay. Thanks for congratulating us with the anniversary. Yeah, so how to easily send ETH from exchanges to my wallet on the Aurora network. So in case you would like to transfer this particular token, then you need to send it to Ethereum network and then use Rainbow Bridge for it. However, this would cost you some fees, right, on the Ethereum fees. Ethereum blockchain, especially nowadays, it is not very cheap. Alternatively, if you're using exchanges that are trading Near token, you can buy or you can exchange your ETH into Near and send this Near to the Near network, while you would need to create an account on the Near network. And then you would be able to exchange this Near into ETH on Near dexes and send this ETH to Aurora. So there are two options for you, sir. Josef, a pretty often member of these streams, is saying that he's afraid that developers will be bored and leave, especially anonymous one. I saw on Twitter before developers fail. Yeah. So, like, our praise are with the people. Hopefully developers will find the power in themselves to rehabilitate of this attack. The question from Tiff, is the token unlock going to change again? Thanks for this question. The token unlock of the private round investors is in the hands of the DAO. The way how that round was structured is that the DAO is fully in control of it. Is there a possibility that the unlock of the tokens for the private investors is going to be updated? It is. This might happen. Is there any signs that that the unlock schedule will be updated in any short term from now? No, there are no signs for updating this schedule. The most important thing, I believe, that we all need to get from this decision of the DAO is that the DAO is taking care of the token and of the community. So they're thinking of many things and many potential risks that are associated with the token. So I believe this was a good decision for everyone. Who can vote on the forum? Anyone is able to come there and share the posts and express your support or your disagreement with any of the things that are posted there. The decision right now is made by the Aurora DAO councils for all of the questions. There is a proposal to further decentralize the governance and make sure that the council members of the Aurora DAO are actually elected by the democratic election procedure. So in case you're willing to take to express your opinion on this, please do. Okay. Maybe add a feature as an additional option for Rainbow Bridge, so you can pay with ETH to create a wallet on Near, so that users can transfer asset to Near as well. Yeah, there are multiple requests for these and similar features. We are assessing how to do it. The most important piece there is that we do not want it to be misleading for the users, and we do not want to create some kind of flows that can be abused. Can the SushiSwap or some better trading protocols deploy instead of Uniswap version 2 forks? ACAS, obviously, Aurora is the permissionless chain. It is completely open. SushiSwap, if they want, can deploy, or anyone who is capable of forking SushiSwap smart contracts are capable of deploying it. So that's the question to the community. In case you're an active member of a SushiSwap community, you are able to go to their governance forum and create a proposal for the SushiSwap to be deployed on Aurora. The governance of the protocol is decentralized, so like we cannot just make a deal with them. So yeah, encourage you, in case you are willing to see this, in case you're thinking that this is a missing piece in the ecosystem, you can try pushing. You can try pushing for this. Origami launch was weak due to market crash. Do you have any work on this? Well, I believe Origami team is working, is trying their best, right? We are not connected. We are the builders of the Aurora protocol. We are not connected with the Origami kind of tech. Is there any catalyst recently? Probably it is about the Aurora token price and so on. I'm not sure. Just follow the updates, and you will know everything. I believe the next several days, or like the news of the next several days, are going to be super exciting. Okay, thanks everybody for joining this video. As always, every Fridays we have these update videos where everyone are able to get the recent updates from the Aurora team and are able to ask their questions. We're trying to answer all of your questions. We value a lot your involvement. Wishing you a great weekend, extremely great next week, and see you in exactly 1 week from now. Goodbye. Okay.